In this video, I will show you one of the absolute most powerful day trading strategies that I have ever seen. This strategy is a high leverage trading strategy, and it has the potential to over 2000x the initial account balance if done right within the first 200 trades. I'm actually using it myself on a daily basis to day trade Bitcoin and the crypto market. I also record every single trade that I make with this strategy and posting the videos on YouTube. If you haven't seen it already, I have a YouTube series where I'm trying to grow my day trading account from $100 to $80,000, where I show you how I personally trade this strategy. In this video, I want to show you how the strategy works, and I also want to go through a few key elements to this strategy and a couple of critical pitfalls that you need to avoid if you're trying this strategy out. So make sure to watch this video to the very end so you don't miss out on any important details about the strategy. So without further ado, let's jump right into the strategy. The strategy contains of three key elements. The first key element to the strategy is to use the most optimal risk to reward combined with the perfect leverage. The second one is using an exchange with very low fees and a high liquidity in the order book. And the third key element is to have a win rate at above 60%, preferably 66% or above. And I will go through all of these key parts in this video, so stay tuned and watch the video all the way to the end. So the first part of this strategy is to make a plan for our risk to reward. When do we take the profit? When do we set the stop loss? And which leverage should we use? So I have created a website called winrate.io, which is a crypto trading profit calculator. And I will use this to form my strategy. And since this is a high leverage trading strategy, I do not want to risk a lot of money. So therefore, I'm only trading with $100 in this example. And if you're not used to trading with leverage, you should not use a high balance when you're starting out, because trading with high leverage is very risky. It's a high risk, high reward strategy, and you can lose all of your money if you're doing this wrong. So for me, $100 is an amount that I can afford to lose. That's why I'm trading with $100. So let's put $100 here in the starting balance field, and I'm expecting to have a win rate at around 66%. And since this is a day trading strategy, I do not want to be in a trade for that much time, and therefore I need to keep my profits and stop loss quite small. So I'm thinking a 2% target profit and a 2% stop loss in this case. And let's say that we will make 200 trades in this example, and then we can press run strategy, and we can see that we barely make any money at all. In order to be able to grow an account balance from $100 to around $200,000, we need to use high leverage. But of course, using high leverage is super risky. So let's put in 100x leverage in this field and see what happens. And you can see that the calculator understands that we will lose all of the money in just one trade here. So using 100x leverage is not a good idea. Same thing with 50x leverage. We will not make any money at all because the leverage is too high for a stop loss at 2%. So we need to turn the leverage down, and I have found that using 2% stop loss and 2% target profit, 15x leverage is the sweet spot. So as you can see here, we can already see some huge gains after 200 trades. And remember, this is a day trading strategy. So 200 trades, if we make one trade every day, that's 200 days. If we make one trade every other day, that's a bit more than 1 year. So now we're getting somewhere. This is not yet 2000x the balance, but we're getting closer. So there's one more thing we need to tweak. If we go to the advanced settings here in the calculator, we can see that there's a field called entry trade order type. And when I'm trading, I'm using market orders to enter a trade, and I'm using limit orders to take the profit, and I'm using market orders to stop myself out. Then we have another field here in the calculator called additional order costs. And here's where we can enter, for example, funding fees and slipperage. And when I'm trading on my exchange, I usually pay around 0.05% in funding fees and slip rate combined. So that's what I will use. And as you can see here, the limit order and market order fee is also included in this calculator. So we don't have to worry about fees. And as you can see here to the right, if we have a 66% win rate and we make 200 trades, we will win 132 trades and lose 68 trades. And this is how much money we will make. And this is how much money we will lose, and this is the amount we will pay in fees. As you can see, after 200 trades, I will pay over $16,000 in fees if I'm using Binance as my trading platform. And you can see that the strategy is no longer working on this exchange. And paying $16,000 in fees for day trading, that hurts, to be honest. I don't want to do that. So I prefer to use another trading platform that has a lot better fees. And you can see here that the profit calculator is recommending the platform with the lowest fees that you can get. And you can see here that this strategy would be $65,000 more profitable just by choosing another trading platform. The exact same amount of trades, the exact same strategy, but only by changing the trading platform from Binance, for example, to Bybit would make this strategy $65,000 more profitable. If we would use Bitfinex, for example, this strategy would not even work. We would actually lose $86 after 200 trades just because of the fees. So as you can see here, the fees are actually super important for day trading. So a lot of people are day trading on trading platforms that eats up all of the profits, and they will actually lose money instead of making money, even if their win rate is actually good. So let's go down here and click here, switch to Bybit in the profit calculator. And as you can see here, the net profit from this strategy is actually a lot higher only by changing to another trading platform. In just a moment, I will jump right into the charts and show you the indicators that I use for this strategy. But first, we need to do a few more tweaks in the profit calculator. So stay with me, guys. Watch this video all the way to the end. You don't want to miss these details that I will go through. If you don't have a Bybit account yet, you can scroll down to the description of this video or to the pinned comment, and you can click this link to create an account on Bybit. It takes only 20 seconds to create an account. And if you sign up using my specific link, you can also get a welcome bonus that you can trade for. Now, this is a one-to-one risk to reward. We're using 2% target profit and 2% stop loss. But I found that using 3% take profit instead of 2%, we can actually increase the net profit even more. And now we are over 2000x the initial account balance. So if you can have a win rate above 66%, it's actually possible to make over $250,000 by only risking $100. Now, this strategy is super risky, but if the win rate is high, it's possible to make a lot of money from this strategy. And if we use a 3% take profit instead of 2%, we can allow a lower win rate as well. So let's see what the minimum win rate is to make this strategy profitable. Let's see if we can be profitable with 40% win rate. We cannot. We would lose all of the money in just a few trades. Let's see if we can use 50% win rate. It also doesn't work. So we need to stay above 50% to make this strategy profitable. Let's see what we can get with 55% win rate. Now it's possible to make money. So this strategy is profitable with 55% win rate. So that's the lowest win rate needed for this strategy. And this is still a 3,800% increase. It's not bad for a win rate at 55%. And the 60% win rate is possible to make over $157,000. But 66% win rate is a 2-to-1 ratio. So you have to win 2 trades and lose 1, win 2, lose 1, etc. Okay, so let's jump into the charts and I will show you the indicators that I use in this strategy. So I'm trading primarily Bitcoin with this strategy, and that's because if I choose one coin and I will analyze the charts every single day on Bitcoin, I will get better and better at recognizing different key levels in the market. I think it's easier to stick to one coin and learn the chart for this specific coin really well. And that's why I'm trading Bitcoin primarily, because Bitcoin has a really high liquidity compared to if I would trade, for example, Dogecoin. I don't really trust the liquidity in Dogecoin's order books. So I find Bitcoin a lot more stable to day trade. So in order to make this insane profit from the strategy, we need to have a win rate above 66%. And that's really, really hard, to be honest. That's not something that anyone can pull off. And you need to have experience in trading trading in order to have a win rate this high consistently. So if you're new, be really careful. Don't risk more money than you can afford. Maybe you can afford $10 or maybe you can afford $1,000. It's really up to you, but be really, really careful if you're new to trading. So in order to be able to have a higher win rate than 55%, we need to use technical analysis, and I'm using a few indicators in this strategy. One of them is the RSI indicator. The other one is the Fibonacci retracement tool. I'm also using different EMAs. For example, this is the 200 EMA, and I'm using the MACD. And of course, I'm trading also based on support and resistance lines. And I'm also using different chart patterns such as triangles, wedges, flags, pennants, double bottoms and double tops. Since this strategy requires a high win rate, it's not possible to just use one indicator or one pattern and just repeat it every single day. This is not how it works. That would be too easy. So in order to have a win rate above 60%, I need to use different indicators and different strategies for different situations, and this is where experience comes in. I have been trading the crypto markets for over 5 years, and I'm looking at the Bitcoin chart specifically every single day on different time frames, so I'm kind of used to this chart. And even then it's really hard, so this strategy requires some hard work as well. So I will go through the steps that I take when I'm looking for a trade on the Bitcoin chart. So the first thing I do is that I scan through the chart and all the indicators on different time frames. So I always start by looking at the monthly time frame on the Bitcoin chart to get an idea of where the Bitcoin price is at a higher time perspective. Because usually there's a higher probability to win a trade if we trade in the same direction as the bigger trend. And as we can see here on the monthly time frame, we are in a downtrend. So based on the monthly time frame, I would probably look for more shorts than long positions. It doesn't mean that I will not make any long positions at all, but I would be a bit more skeptical to long positions. They have to be really, really good in order for me to take them. Then I will change to the weekly time frame, and I can see the same thing here, and also going to the daily time frame. And one really important detail that I have noticed increases my win rate quite a lot actually is to trade with the trend as much as possible. So in general, this is the 200 EMA on the daily time frame. So if the Bitcoin price is above the 200 EMA on the daily time frame, I will look for more long positions than short positions. I can make shorts as well, but I would prefer to enter long positions rather than short positions. And if the price is below the 200 EMA, I will look for more shorts than longs. So at this time, Bitcoin is below the 200 EMA, and I will now look for more short positions than long positions. And one really, really good trade that I would take is shorting Bitcoin when it comes up to the 200 EMA again. So we broke down below the 200 EMA and then came back up to retest it. And this would have been a really good short position to enter right here. But this is not something that happens really often, so we have to use different indicators for different situations. And since this strategy requires a lot of trading, we cannot wait for only trades like that on the daily time frame. So when we have recognized the daily trend, we can go to a lower time frame, for example, the 15-minute or the 1 hour time frame. And in this case, on the 15-minute time frame, we can recognize that we have a bearish divergence on the RSI indicator. So as you can see here, the RSI has a peak here, and then it has another peak right here, but this peak is lower than this peak. At the same time as the price was lower here and now it's higher, and this indicates that the price is losing momentum and losing power. So when we are in a downtrend on the higher time frames, which we are now below the 200 EMA, combined with a bearish divergence on the RSI on the 15-minute time frame, in my opinion, that's a really good time to go short on the market. And I'm actually in this trade right now on Bybit in my day trading challenge that I will post on YouTube in my day trading series. I'm now at break even, but I think this will crash down to my target here at plus 3%. Another trade that I took just before this trade 2 days ago, I made a long right here because the RSI was oversold, and if we scroll to a higher time frame, we can see that we had some really strong support here at the 30k range on Bitcoin right here. So I waited for the price to come down here, an oversold RSI on multiple time frames, and as soon as the price action was starting to get bullish here, I think it was after this candle, I entered the position right here and took profit at 3% As you can see here in my trading history, my closed P&Ls here on Bybit, I made this long position right here, the 22nd of June, and my entry price was $29,718.5. So I entered around here and took profit around here. If you want to learn more about this trading strategy, I would recommend you to go to my YouTube channel and check my Day Trading Challenge video series, where I will show you all of my trades that I'm making in this challenge with this strategy. And you can learn from my trades and also learn from my mistakes, because I'm not a perfect trader. I make a lot of mistakes and I make a lot of losses as well. And you can follow me there and follow my progress in the challenge. And you will see all of the different examples of indicators and strategies that I use to keep my win rate above 55%. And I'm aiming for a win rate at 66%. So go there right away, watch my Day Trading Challenge video. See you in that video. That's it for now. Peace out.